It's Super Cent. Wait, wasn't he like more Metal Heroes type of guy? I think so. Anyway, hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at your Figma number SP114 from SSSS.Gridman. It's Gridman from what I just said. Anyway, I got this figure because it's a cool design. Gridman is a really iconic character. I remember a little bit of tidbit from the past, real quick. I remember getting a Gridman figure when I was like 10 or whatever, or maybe 9, and I thought, oh, this is Power Rangers, right? She's gonna be Power Rangers. No, he wasn't. Totally different thing. But here we go. Years later, I got a Figma. Let's have a look. Also, I think it's really interesting to see how Figma's gonna do a more robotic type character. So let's have a look at the size, as usual, starting off with that. He stands at about almost 15 centimeters to the top of his head blade. And that means we're going up to, yeah, I'm looking at the head blade. Going up to 5.8 inches almost. Overall look in detail of the figure. Yeah, there's a lot to take in. As I'm saying, robotic. There's a lot of detail in the armor, and quite frankly, it looks fantastic. All the stuff that goes into it. Got the head sculpt, which is amazingly done. There's the glowing yellow eyes with the black around it, which I think looks so cool. He has the one gem in the forehead, and some gold metallic, which we're gonna have a lot more. I mean, the main theme here is gold metallic, gray metallic, and some red, obviously. Then you got the big spike, the blue in the ears, and as you can tell, the paint is really good. I'm impressed. Somebody at Figma really likes Gridman. I can't blame them. Then you got all the mechanical detail in the back, got more blue and red, and the other thing is like always like the black spots in there that kind of go into the armor, especially the lines, what the hell? The lines on, there's no on the shoulder pad, but the shoulder itself, the black lines are just, I'm impressed how nice they are painted. Doesn't really shine through as much. I guess they missed it by that bit, but that's alright. Other side, yeah, good. And I like the tiny detail in there, in the shoulder pad, really good stuff. The entire chest piece, dude. So much going on. Yellow in the middle, more metallic, and the gray. And I love the overall feeling of it. You got like the muted colors in the red, and then you got like the metallic, gold, gray, whatnot. And he's really colorful actually. It doesn't seem like it at first sight, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot that went into this. Got the big bicep, armor bicep, and the forearm, also the fists. Look at all that stuff. Nice on the paint. Very clean. I don't even see any bleeding. Like, there's maybe a teeny tiny bit, but it's not even noticeable. Now I don't know about the blue and the red here. I don't think that's paint. I think that's just plastic, but I could be wrong. It's weird. It looks so clean. It looks so shiny. Then you got all the detail in the thighs, and I really appreciate that they molded this like that. So it looks super clean, doesn't stand out at all, and it really fits the rest of the design. You got the plates on the thighs, and the knee pads. Well, not really knee pads, it's just part of his boots. Well, not really boots. Can you rotate that up? No. Missed opportunity, guys, but we'll get to that. Got the shiny ball joints. Those stick out a little bit weirdly, but don't they have matte ball joints? Why are the shiny ones? And moving down to the feet. They're really sharp. Watch out for that. And even some more detail under the feet. Congrats. Good job. So I think a really important part is the articulation. How is this all going to function? Well, you got a ball joint, which is on a ball hinge for the head. But it's really hard to move it around without the neck. But as such, I try to get the hinge forward, but as you can tell, the neck is moving. Neck says, no, I wanna be tested. So, like, you can tell, it rotates on the ball joint itself, goes all the way around, but then with the hinge, if you hold on to it, you get that much more range, and it does also tilt side to side very nicely on its own. But yeah, the neck, you get a lot of range because they left just the right amount of room, doesn't leave any weird gaps, goes forward, bruh, like a giraffe. Goes back. Obviously it's hindered by the color. That's the only issue with that. Not really an issue, but still. Then you got the shoulder pieces, which are on ball joints with a big hinge. Just taking that off to show you. So you can bring this forward on the ball itself, but then with the hinge, it does move up and down. The hinge is just very stiff right now. Doesn't want to cooperate, but yeah, there you go, there you go. But as you can tell, dude, the shoulder joints itself don't look great, but it's completely hidden. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't hide it. I took them out of the box, and it was like that, and I was like, "What is this? What are those?" Old memes. But anyway, there's this big plate, which you can bring completely forward, which gives them some great range for some awesome action poses. And then you have this ball joint, which goes into that, which is on another ball hinge. So this crazy stuff. Goes all the way around, goes all the way up without shoulder pad. Let's see, with the shoulder pad, if I can I move this up a little bit more? No. So with the shoulder pad, I want to say shoulder blade. It's kind of a blade. It is obviously blocked, but still the articulation on it still goes forward pretty much all the way. Doesn't really hinder that. Let me try some stuff here. Yeah, you can make him dance. Then you can also rotate it here at the bicep swivel. Simple ball hinge at the elbow. Let me line it up. There you go. Goes up all the way. Now he's flexing, and the fist is on another ball hinge. That's the classic. Goes pretty much all the way around. It is a little bit hindered. Let's see if I can pull it out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Goes pretty much all the way around, and goes back and forth. It's pretty much blocked by the mold, but I'm not offended by it because the mold looks great. Chest articulation goes back, forward. Do we have some wiggle room in there? Not really. Kind of blocked. Doesn't leave a gap actually. They molded this all the way up there. I guess that's why it's a little bit blocked, but I like that choice. I mean, we had some holes in the chest recently, so they fixed that. But now you're sacrificing articulation, so that's really, you know, you do it either way, you're gonna sacrifice something. Goes not all the way around, but has good enough range of motion side to side. Has the just, I guess, a tiny bit of weight. No, he's going back immediately. I don't think he has really a lot of side to side movement. Then the lower torso, the hips move all the way around. Let me be careful of that. I don't want to break anything off. Now it's stuck. Okay, well, it would go all the way around, but be careful. Don't break these panels off. Goes forward a little bit. Goes to the back quite a bit more. And let me combine those two just to go back and forward. Still good. Then the legs, you have these big leg joints over there. So it goes forward. Let me see if I can line it up properly. There you go. Big kick. Rotates out because of the crotch piece and goes to the back. Doesn't really go to the side that much because of this panel. And you have a swivel in the thigh because of how they did it. Then you got simple ball hinge in the knee, and the foot is on another ball hinge, goes forward, goes to the back. Does not really tilt side to side that much. It goes a little bit. And they didn't do a toe hinge, which is kind of weird. Could have done that very easily, but eh. And then for the accessories, he's pretty light on it, but you got the stuff you need. First and foremost, you got posing hands, open hands, and holding hands for the swords. Well, you realistically one sword. Nice, big golden sword with like a green gem in it. I think it looks fantastic. The paint job on it, I mean, there's not much they could screw up with that, but the gold, it's pretty. You got the handle with the black on it, and you might be wondering, what is this? What is going on? Well, you can combine all these things, and let me try it out. This piece, let me show it to you first, has some tiny golden parts over there. Once again, very clean, no bleeding. Bruh, what's going on? This one, you just slide it on there, and you have this sword. And then, if you want to have the big sword, take this off, and you slide it on there. And that's really that. It's that easy. And then finally, you got the classics. You got the Figma base and the Figma back. And it's gonna do it. It's gonna bring me to the final thoughts. And as you can tell, he doesn't really have a pack in the back, so I just kind of poured it in his butt. I had a joke I could make there, but then I would steal from somebody else. So we're not gonna do that. Shout out to that guy. I'm not gonna name drop anybody who I'm not like. Maybe they don't want to be named up. Anyway, wow, went off on a tangent there. Final thoughts of this figure. This figure is amazing. this figure is awesome. It looks great. The mold is perfect. The articulation is very, very good, and I like what they did with the shoulder pads. As you can tell, I really played around with it. You can't see the big joints for his shoulders itself, so that's really good. Paint job is great. The only kind of bleeding upon further reviewing, there's some over there. Like that's really the only kind of blemish I could find on this guy. So posability great. He is kind of light accessories, but what else do you want? Maybe like pointy finger, but you're gonna have a lot of options for some great action poses. So yes, I do recommend this guy. I'm just gonna repeat myself. Somebody at Good Smile really likes Gridman, so that's fine. And that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Gridman wants. Zoom in on his face whenever it shows up. There you go. There you go.